89.9 KMOJ, the People Station. Hip-hop and R&B, and of course, Minnesota music. Tight at Night. We do this each and every weeknight, Monday through Friday, 7 to 10. Tonight is a special night, not only because we showing our love to, Kanye West. We got one of our own. He goes by the name Mr. Mike Dreams. How you doing, homie?
Yo, what's going on, Styles, man? I'm good. How about you?
I'm all right. We got you here.
Finally back in the building, back in the city. Feels good to be back in the city, definitely.
You done got a nice little catalog for yourself here on KMOJ, man.
Yeah.
All right, so, for those who do not know who you are, let us hear, who is Mike Dreams?
My name is Mike Dreams, and I am from the south side of Minneapolis, hip-hop artist. I've been doing my thing for the past 5 or 6 years now, building up the catalog, just trying to give you my stories through my music, tell you about myself, tell you about the city, leave something for the legacy of Minnesota music. Shout out to Black Music Month right now, too, as well.
I got a story to tell. You want to hear it?
Yeah. We can hear it. I don't know if I want to hear it. Maybe
all right, so how long was it? Was like 8 years? I think it was about 8 or 9 years, right? And I just was able to get this Saturday show on KMOJ, and we called it Future Flavor. No, I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. It was Friday. And we were just like scraping the icing off the cake, trying to get local artists to come through, drop their music, like Toki Wright, the Street Kings, the list can go on and on. And then there was a set of youngsters, you and Hypel. Now, Mike was kind of like this little chubby fat kid that had some lyrics and substance, and then Hypel was kind of like this skinny little kid. And they both you wouldn't actually believe they were rapping about the stuff that they were at their age. So I definitely been keeping my eye on this young brother for a minute. He's older, he ain't fat and chubby no more, just to let y'all know. But he's here now. What's up with you and your music? I mean, what's going on right now?
I'm working on a brand new project called Pardon My Vices. I've kind of been out of the scene for a while, dealing with some personal things, and as well as being out of the state, going to school and getting my knowledge up for the music business and songwriting. So now I'm coming back, trying to come back into the game thing. So I've been writing a lot about my experiences, and the project's gonna be like a little darker than my other projects, but it's gonna be a lot of truth and honesty, kind of describing what's been going on, in the past couple years for Mike Dreams and all of that type of stuff.
Now the reason why he's here is because his song "If Only You Knew" got rushed 5 consecutive days. Now, before we actually play this song, you want to kind of give people an idea of what the song is about, what album it's from, where were you at, who you talking about?
If Only You Knew, it's kind of funny because it's kind of describing the time I was here in Minneapolis for my last album, Millennial, kind of when I was working on that. It's like the stories of what was really going on outside of the music I was making at that junction. So, just kind of like the lifestyle that I was delving into, and we've been working all day and night. It's like, that's kind of like been my thing for forever. Like, we always grinding, we're always working, trying to get further and further. And so just talking about some of the things I experienced in the city, shots I talked to my uncle, some different things, just some certain things, just some truths of what was going on, because I feel like I have certain image that I portrayed thus far, musically in Minnesota, but I wanted to start putting a little bit more honesty, a little bit more light on what's going on as it happens, because everybody's not always, one way, and you evolve over the years. So I wanted that story to kind of open up to what the rest of the album is going to be, which is going to be telling more stories that, you may not never have heard from Mike, in that type of way, you know what I mean?
Okay, so. All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a little break, and then when we get back, we're going to hit him off with the song. Cool?
Cool.
We'll be right back, right here on KMOJ, People Station.
Programming.
All right, you want to go ahead and plug and let people know what they about to hear?
Yes, sir. This is going to be Mike Dreams. It's If Only You Knew from the new album, Pardon My Vices, produced by Jordan Alamit. You can get it on MikeDreams.net, SoundCloud, download it for free. Check it out. Yeah. Mike Dreams. Like we always do it this time. Yeah. If only you know. Man, if only you know. Look, if you ain't tryna be the best, what you in it for? If you ain't out here getting checks, what you spending for? Past few years, I blew racks on my own sound. Flipping tracks like packs in my hometown. Now I'm down south, coast to coast, see me going up. C4 with the vocals blowing up. Still, I get a lot of feedback from these cats who ain't really know enough. They out here doing shows, but nobody's showing up. Man, shut up. You're talking, they ain't making no bank. And if you got a problem, you should say it to my face. Ain't gotta act hard, flow and put them in their place, cause they know I'm bad. bad boy like the 9-7 mace. But you know I keep the peace, no gun, just the two up. Never hold my tongue, look, it's just the way I grew up. A lot of y'all fell back off once you blew up. That's why I'm up all night, trying to pass you up. I'm working. Y'all don't worry about me. It's the life I choose. I'm gonna work hard till I die. Look at what I've been through, man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Came to killing in all black like Illuminati. Bumping down Illuminati. New tracks make a old whip feel like a new Bugatti. To live and die for this game like PAC. But I'm wondering if this game got a place for me. Cause I don't ever sell my soul, but I pay the fee. Now I'm on the road doing shows, yeah, they pay for me. Yep, how I was living every night with that double cup and ice. Please pardon my vice. Took whatever's in the bottle and just mixed it with the Sprite. It's whatever, man, whatever, just to get me through the night. My uncle moved weight, mixing soda with the white. Tossed me a few chips and said, nephew, do it right, and I did. Told y'all, don't worry about me. This the life I choose. I'm gonna work hard till I die. Look at what I've been through, man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. Like dreams. Pardon my voice. We've been working. If only you knew.
I told y'all, don't worry about me. This the life I choose. I'm gonna work hard till I die. Look at what I've been through, man, if only you knew. We've been working all day and night. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew. We've been working all day. We've been working all day and night. Man, if only you knew.
So there you have it, Twin Cities. If only you knew. Mike Dreams. Feel good to hear your joint played on the radio. What did you think when you first heard it, and when you heard some of the things people had to say about your music?
I thought it was really good reception. I was actually down south when it happened, and a homie of mine, Kendrick, he hit me up like, well, dude, you on the radio? So it was real cool. I tuned in, and I thought a lot of the responses was honest. I know the style of joint was kind of different than what I usually do, so it was cool to know that people were listening to the words, you know, to really know what I was saying. I know one cat said that he tired of hearing all that trap music on the radio, and I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I don't know if that's what I was making, you know, but for the rest of the people, they kind of heard what I was trying to say, and I was, you know, trying to convey the stories of just, you know, what's going on with me, and, you know, everything's not always butterflies and roses. You got to kind of keep it real, keep it straightforward like it is, you know.
So you've always been on that level,
yeah,
of being conscious of the words you use and the music you make. Was that something just, you know, God-given, or did your parents kind of instill that in you?
I believe it was something that was God-given, but my parents instilled that in me, you know, spiritually, and just growing up, you know, being a fan of English, you know, and all my English teachers always say, you know, it's vital for the words that you're saying. It's vital that you know what you're saying to people, because it's gonna last for a lifetime, especially with music. Music lasts for eons and eons, and so if you say something that you really don't mean in like 40 or 50 years, you know, that's not something you want to put out in the atmosphere if it's not something that you are going to take responsibility for in the future.
Where do you see yourself right now, and where do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
Right now, I just see myself getting more back acclimated with the city, having fun, you know, creating things. In the next few years, I hope to see the city continue rising. It's been having a great time rising, you know, lately, you know, a lot of different artists coming out, a lot of people making a lot of moves. And I just see being a part of that movement as we all rise as a conglomerate, you know, rise up to the next level, because we always talking about Minnesota's the next up, and now like that time has come now, and now that things are actually happening. You know, you see somebody come from our home cities, you know, on Billboard awards and things like that, you know, so now it's kind of getting real in reality, and I just see myself being a part of that.
Aside from yourself, who are some artists that, you know, are kind of, you know, included in that movement, of actually, you know, getting noticed or notoriety worldwide from Minnesota?
Definitely Allen Kingdom, the homeboy Allen Kingdom, man, who I've been a big fan of for years. He performed at my release party off my last album back in 2012, and it was just cool to see him grow, you know, as a young man, as a young artist. Mac Irv, you know, big move, shout out to Mac Irv. That guy Soda, one of my favorite artists from the cities, man. He's been doing his things, and even when I was down in Nashville, you know, cats was like, "Oh yeah, I know that cat." You know, he was popping down here, you know. So it's cool to see Minnesota artists getting love in other spaces than just our state. So that knows that we're doing something that's correct, you know, doing something right.
Okay, where do you see yourself in the future?
I see myself as part of the legacy of this Minnesota music thing. I see myself as part of helping the young generation on the rise, you know, hone their skills and hone their craft. You know, I've been working with my protege group, L&J, who, by the way, I have one half of them there. She's in here, L's in here right now, you know. And so I see myself being a part of that movement, because we got to always pay it forward, you know, and keep it moving, keep the cycle moving. The things that we learn, we want to pass on and keep the things rolling.
My man, Mike Dreams. Bow. 89.9 KMOJ, the People Station, rocking hip-hop and R&B, and of course Minnesota music. We have a special guest, one of our own, Mike Dreams, still up in the house. If you just now tuning in, he recently got rushed with his song, If Only You Knew. Shout out to the Twin Cities, and shout out to you, brother.
Most definitely, man. Shout out to the Twin Cities.
How you holding up so far?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Now, let me get this out the way, because we got to make sure we get this information across, because it's always important. Where can people find you at and check out your music?
You can find me at MikeDreams.net, and you can check out all my music, all my social networks right there. You know, Facebook is just Mike Dreams, Twitter.com/MikeDreamsMusic, SoundClouds.com/MikeDreamsMusic. Pretty much Mike Dreams. Anywhere you can find me. Spotify, Title for All of that good stuff. So,
I definitely have to give you some props, because, you know, aside from the fact that you're growing as a young man and you're growing as an artist, you don't necessarily hear this a lot, where, you know, artists, you know, even though you're still climbing and you're still growing, you're still actually making sure you're opening up the back door and you're bringing some people along with you. And you're actually, you know, molding and mentoring some artists right now as we speak. Who are they?
Absolutely. I have been working with a protege girls teen hip-hop duo named L&J. That's L-N-J-A-Y.
We played them on Rush to the Flush It. They've been rushed.
They've been rushed. The city has embraced them. They've been doing a lot of big things in the past year, doing a lot of shows. Got a brand new single out called World Keeps Going Around, and we got the video out, and it's really getting circulated. And of course, you guys rushed retros, and they performed a lot of different, you know, North Side things and a lot of different programs. We have some coming up this Saturday, the B-Girl B celebration, and so it's really good to see how they've been, you know, evolving over the past year. Matter of fact, I got somebody in here with me now. Her name is L. This is one half of L&J. This is the MC of L&J. You want to say something? You know, to say what's up to the city?
You know she wants to. Go on to that microphone.
Hi everybody, I'm Latasia, and yeah, we're in here, and it's nice.
See all that nervousness will go away after you do this a couple more times. It'll be all good. You know, it's all good. But yeah, so I'm really excited about working on the new stuff. We've been working on a lot of new material, and I'm glad to be back in the city in person to be able to, you know, work with them, you know, face to face, and be able to guide, you know, throughout the studio process and throughout the performance process and stuff.
You may hear this a lot, or I have in some ways, where, you know, artists come from here and they leave.
Yeah.
Is that important, depending on what you leave, or you just kind of leaving to, you know, open up some more opportunities for yourself?
Well, that's a funny thing you brought that up, because I kind of had that attitude when I left here 7 months ago. It was to kind of go see what else was going on. I was a little mad at the city just because I felt like they forgot about me a little bit. I felt like I was kind of stagnant. And I could tell you, I went somewhere different, learned some different things, and there's a reason I'm back. You know, you see me back now because there's something to say about this scene, about this place. You can go other places to learn things, but nobody's going to embrace you like your hometown embraces you. So rather than trying to leave somewhere else and trying to get something popping somewhere else, you need to figure out how to get your own city popping so we can take our entire city and get it popping everywhere else, you know. So that's kind of what I'm on now. I had to leave to see that it's not really, the grass ain't that really greener on the other side. When people don't know you, like, oh, who is you? Trying to get on the show, you know. When back home, you get a lot of love, so I'm back, you know.
All right, for sure. Now that you are back and now that you have been rushed, we're giving you the opportunity. Well, we're about to give you an opportunity to, you know, share some more of your music with the community. You want to talk about this joint we're about to play?
Yeah, got a joint called Like It's 1998. It's a joint I did with legendary MC from Minneapolis, Mujah Messiah. I have a collaboration project coming out where I'm going to be putting out all my collaborations I've done over the years called Mike Dreams The Collaborations Volume 2. I put another one out last year around this time. So it'll be on that one, and it's like the first single from that. And I think it was a really cool track because it talks about Southside Minneapolis, how I kind of grew up, where I'm from. And it was really cool to get Muja on there, you know, a legendary, you know, artist from here to tell his story and kind of bring the two generations together of hip-hop and Minneapolis.
What's the name of it again?
Like It's 1998, featuring Muja Messiah, produced by Cody Days.
Right here on KMOJ.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was 10 years old back in 98. Even then knew I was great. Knew I make a living off this food for thought, just grab a plate. Southside, I used to call my Timberlands at Captain Bros. Right up there on Lake Street where they sold that gas like Texaco. This leather was my winter coat. Living in that winter coat. Daddy had the brand new whip and folks thought he was selling dope. Nope, this was all clean. Black man dreams. 10 years later, I still rap the color scheme. It's that black on black leather jacket, all American good kid. Grew up in a mad city, made it out the hood kid. Did just what I should did, whatever I could. Big and Pac all in my grind, they tryna pop me off like Suge did. Catch me Diddy bopping Harlem Shake all in your face. While I spit what Jay was serving out of 560 state. Word to Brooklyn, feel like volume 2. I'm touring like the greats. Backstage, hard knock life out the gate. I be dripped in my Hey, what up? Hey, what up? Hey, what up? In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998. In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998. I've been moving state to state. I've been moving state to state. In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998. And all these local rappers yapping about beef up in my town. But all it sound like to me is quiffing in my town. And I hope you get the metaphor. Act like we never met before. Cause you get no respect, you get no checks, and we ain't checking for your old heads hating, man. This ain't your world no more. Her old dude hating, dog, this ain't your girl no more. And I just might make her mine, cause she do look mighty fine. That's my R&B diva singing to me anytime. It's that dream is only my lifestyle. Not a young thug, but I'm quite wild. My homie rich off birds, man, but I get paid when I write down these words, man. I got knowledge, and I still ain't finished college. But a rapping was like my degree. I got a doctorate, I'm so polished, man. I'm a hot boy. I've been writing raps in like the 5th grade. Listening to Cash Money, now I'm trying to get paid. Belly on the telly, and Bundy without the weight. Sincere top shutter on the stage. I be draped in my Hey, what up? Hey, what up? Hey, what up? In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998. In my leather, you know I had to bring the OG out real quick. I've been moving state to state. I've been moving state to state. Muja, what's up? What's good, man? Okay.
1998, I'm on Hiawatha in Lake with a pint of vodka to drink, 125 for the 8th. Baby powder on the plate, baby mama in my face. My partner fighting the case, still waterline no lakes. We was digging in the crates, trying to sample all the greats. It's before y'all was born, it's before y'all sound like Drake. There was money in the streets, y'all don't even know it. 600 for a zip, I admit it, yeah, I sold it. 16 in the clip, I was holding on probation for a burglary committed in an undisclosed location. I had homies in the Bing, Coach Ring fighting the case. My shorties was only 3, I teamed up with Shortness. Raw Villa Crown Kings, land of 10,000 lakes. It's a shame to this day we still feel out of place. My mistake, I apologize for being such a flake, but y'all still ain't fucking with us since 1998. Yeah. Hey, what up? Hey, what up? In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998. In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998. I've been moving state to state. I've been moving state to state. In my leather, in my Timbs, like it's 1998.
So there you have it, Twin Cities, Mike Dreams, Muja Messiah, like it's 1998. Where we can find that again?
You can find that on my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Mike Dreams Music.
Nah, this ain't all about you, actually, tonight. You actually brought some of your people. Who you got here?
Oh, yeah, I got L from L&J here. I'm going to let her speak to y'all for a second real quick. Check it out.
Hello, so this is Latasia, and one thing I need y'all to do is to go to lnj.com. You can get all of our info out there. It's our shows, our Twitter, our Instagram, everything. And check us out this Saturday. We're finna be performing for the B-Girl B. It's gonna be real turn, so come out and support.
All right, before you get out that microphone, we do this whenever we have company. Get your shout outs in.
Shout out to Mike Dreams. He been really helping us, doing the big for us. My dad, he does a lot. Jay Cherie, she's not here, but you know,
Why she
without
ain't
her,
here?
you know. Yeah.
We'll leave that alone. All right, you got any more shout outs?
No, that's it.
Mike?
Shout out to, you know, everybody who's tuning in. I'm glad to be back in the city. Shout out Greg, TC Flacco. Shout out, you know, Christina Fisher tuned in. Christina Sophia, by the way, that's her stage name, you know, making sure y'all hear that. Shout out Kidrick. I'm going to be performing tonight at Big V's with Kidrick, so catch that if you're in the vicinity. Shout out KMOJ for having me back, man. I feel like I'm at home every time I come back up in here. So shout out all of y'all, man, and shout out D-Hop Entertainment back here, L&J. A lot of big things popping for the summer. I'm glad to be back. It's gonna be real nice. So shout out to everybody just doing their thing.
Mike, we appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Please keep making good music.
For sure.
And we'll definitely keep sharing it with the community. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Dreams, we appreciate you, brother. Keep making good music, and we'll keep playing it for the Twin Cities.
I appreciate that, man.
We're going to get back to this hip-hop and R&B. Here's something from August Alsina. Y'all know the culture, right? Hip-hop, KMOJ, People Station.